Yes, you're welcome to my channel. It's your boy Jacob. Now, today we are going to talk about the life of an anesthetic officer or the career of an anesthetic officer. Yeah, so basically, anesthetic officers are non-physicians who provide anesthesia, especially in Uganda and all other neighboring East Africa countries like Tanzania, Kenya. They also have anesthetic officers, and basically they provide like 70% of anesthesia services in the country. Yeah, if you move to all facilities, Rubaga, Mulago, where, yes, you'll find the first people who take care of you when you go to the OR and you need anesthesia services, anesthetic officers. And we also have our counterparts, the anesthesiologists. Basically, they deal with critical patients who need anesthesia services, where the anesthetic officer cannot give, the anesthesiologist take care of that type of case, which is kind of very challenging and difficult. So basically, most anesthetic officers, to be one, you need to either be a nurse, a registered nurse, or a midwife. Those are the type of professions who qualify for it. It's not a profession where you come from senior 4, senior 6 and become one. But currently they have a program in 𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒 and 𝐂𝐍𝐉𝐎, a bachelor's degree where someone can come from senior 6 and go for it. Initially, to be an anesthetic officer, you needed to be either a registered midwife, a clinical officer, or a registered nurse to qualify for the program. But nowadays, people are coming from senior 6 to go and do anesthesia for 4 years in 𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒 and 𝐂𝐍𝐉𝐎. Initially, that program was not there, but currently people are doing it and are coming out with degrees in anesthesia. But majority of anesthetic officers either have a diploma in clinical medicine and a diploma in anesthesia. Most of them, that's what they have. The degree program has just come currently. And to study anesthesia, like at the diploma level, at paramedical, it only takes 2 years. Once you are done with 2 years, you qualify as an anesthetic officer. Yeah, it's quite a very good profession for some of you who are not so much into nursing or clinical medicine, or you are looking for something to specialize in. Anesthesia is another very good specialty, which I recommend for some of you to take up if you want a specialty which gives you some sort of independence. You can become an anesthetic officer. So let's look at the salary scale of an anesthetic officer. Yeah, so basically anesthetic officers are not awarded for their extra time to study because they are given the same salary as registered nurses. So basically at diploma level, what a registered nurse at the diploma gets is the same amount of money an anesthetic officer gets. So the government has not awarded them for the extra work they took to go to school. They award all diplomas at the same scale and also degrees at the same scale. So that's the only unfortunate thing of taking up this profession of an anesthetic officer, in that you won't get any salary difference from a clinical officer or a registered nurse, yet you took more time to go to school. So that's one of the things you have to note for those who are going for this type of profession. But where an anesthetic officer can have an upper hand in that they tend to do more cases and they tend to do a lot of private work. That's how they supplement on their income, in that you find an average anesthetic officer having 2-3 jobs because it gives them time to make more money. But when you go on a basic scale, like in public service, the scale of an anesthetic officer is the same like for a clinical officer and the same like for a plain registered nurse. So for someone who didn't go for the extra specialty, even if they don't go to school for that extra course, they'll still be earning the same money like you. And that's the reason why some people don't go for the course. But if you are looking at some sort of independence and you want to do more of a specialized field, that's when you can take up this profession. But the only difference is that the anesthetic officer has time to make more money, and that's the reason why most people go for it. They have time to go into private practice, they have time to do a lot of part-time work which gives them more money than what a general clinical officer or a nursing officer can get. And another challenge which comes to the profession of anesthetic officers is school. Yes, being an anesthetic officer, initially there was no like a degree program in it. So most anesthetic officers, once they are done with their diploma, that's the end of it. And to do something else, you either need to cross do medicine, or you go you do a bachelor's degree in nursing, or currently they have opened up a degree in anesthesia, but the scale is not yet there. So if you are doing it, you just for prestige purposes, but the scale for a degree is not yet there. But that's the challenge, in that when you do that diploma, in most cases, most people are done with studies. So that's another thing you have to look at when you are choosing this type of profession for you. But you have to weigh all those things before you take on the profession of an anesthetic officer. So briefly, this is what I can tell you. If you want to venture in anesthesia and you want some sort of independence, you have to opt for the profession of being an anesthetic officer.